Hey, what's going on, guys? It's Gare here with another pickups video for you. And once again, I have a ton of stuff to show you guys. I honestly did not expect to have this much stuff to show you guys, but a lot of the deals that I talked about last week went through this week, so I have all that stuff. And today, as far as garage selling went, was very successful, so I have a lot of stuff to show you there as well. So I'll kind of start going through this, and if I feel like it's getting too long, you know, if it's going to take more than 25 minutes, I'll definitely cut it into another two-part series. That way you guys don't have to listen to me blabber on for too long. So without further ado, I'll go ahead and get started, and we'll get this going. I did want to mention something really fast. Just yesterday, I hit the 400 subscriber mark, so I just want to thank you guys again very much. I was really excited. My daughter and I, we were watching some Game Grump videos, as we always do every night. And we looked on there, and I saw that I had just hit the 400 mark. So I was really excited, and I just really want to thank you guys, everybody who subscribes and watches all my videos. I'm sure you guys, I know I do this pretty much like every single week, but I really do appreciate you guys, and you're just going to have to get used to that with me. Pretty much, I think every 100 subscribers I get, I'm probably going to gush about it and, you know, get all lovey-dovey with you guys. But I really do appreciate it, so I want to thank you guys again for all the support. I really appreciate it. So first up, I'll show you guys just a pawn shop thing. You know, as you guys know, every week I always go to the pawn shop, pick up some random things, and I got, you know, a pretty diverse stack of games here, and some movies as well. So I'll just kind of run through this really quick. For the Game Boy Advance, I got Bomberman Max 2 Red for the Game Boy Advance. For the PSP, I got a few games which I was really happy to get because mine was definitely lacking. First up is the Gradius Collection, which I absolutely love the Gradius series, so I was really happy to pick that up. I wish I had the case, but I was really happy to pick that up regardless. Picked up Dissidia 012, Mega Man Maverick Hunter X, which is almost complete, it just didn't have the manual in there. Final Fantasy VII Advent Children, the UMD disc. This is actually one of the only iterations of the movie I did not have, so I was really happy to pick that up. I picked up a very rare GameCube game. This is like one of the uber rare titles that are super sought after, so please don't hate me, don't be jealous or anything like that, but I'm going to show you guys what I got. I'm stupid. American Chopper 2 Full Throttle. It was really cheap. It was like $2. That's the only reason I picked it up. It's complete and really good shape. And since I'm going for a complete GameCube collection, I'm going to have to pick this up anyway, so I figured what the hell. I picked this game up for the PS2. I know nothing about it, but it's a working design title. And, you know, apparently from all the videos I see, it's a really great company to go through. Apparently they make some really great games. So I picked it up, but it's Sylphid, The Lost Planet. The cover art looks really interesting. I don't, you know, like I said, I don't know anything about it, but it looked interesting, so I went and picked it up. Now, this game, I've been really lucky with. I've been picking it up. I've picked it up several times this summer, so I'm really happy to pick it up once again. But I got Star Wars Battlefront 2 for the Xbox, which you guys know is a, you know, it's a pretty valuable game. And I was lucky enough, I picked it up for, if you can see it there, for $3.99. So I was really happy to get that. That'll basically pay for this whole purchase. And then the last gaming item that I picked up, nothing special, but something I didn't have, and a game that I used to love as a kid. Picked up RoboCop for the NES. I haven't played it since I was about 5 years old, so I'm actually kind of looking forward to going through and playing this again. Used to really like it when I was little. And then I picked up a few Blu-rays, as I always do. I picked up the second season of The Walking Dead, and sadly enough, I have not watched this yet. I have the first season, and my wife and I said we're going to start it this weekend. So hopefully we'll get around to it, because I've heard it's an amazing series, and I really want to watch it. So, also picked up another horror film that I actually liked quite a bit. It's the Raven, which honestly, I'm not a huge John Cusack fan at all, but I thought this movie was very well done. I really liked it. It's kind of like a mixture of, oh, I don't know, maybe like Sleepy Hollow and Saw. It was really good. I liked it quite a bit, so I picked that up. And another really good movie, Rock'n'Rolla. It's a Guy Ritchie film, same guy that did Snatch. So it's a really good movie. If you haven't watched it, definitely give it a go. And I picked this whole lot up for about, I think it was like $40 or $45. I can't remember off the top of my head. I think it was $40, so I thought that was a really good deal for all this stuff. Alright, so next up, I'm going to show you guys the stuff. Last weekend, I think I was explaining that there was a guy at a garage sale that I ran into, And he said he had a whole bunch of games that he had, and he didn't think anybody was going to want to buy, so he didn't bring it to the sale. He did call me a couple days later, so I was really happy about that. You know, as you guys know, most times that never happens. People forget about the whole situation altogether. So he did call me, we made a deal, and I went and picked the stuff up. And, I mean, you know, for the most part, there was nothing really too spectacular in there. It was still a really great deal. I was really happy to do it. But yeah, like I said, there wasn't, my imagination got the best of me, so I guess I disappointed myself a little bit. But I'll show you guys everything in the lot. Like I said, I didn't pay very much for it, so I really can't complain. Okay, so first up here is an Atari 2600. I actually don't own anything Atari-wise, just because it was actually a little bit before my time. I mean, I played the Atari when I was a kid, I think like maybe 3 years old. I really don't remember it very much. So my first gaming memories are Nintendo related, and that's why I really don't collect for this. The only reason I got it was because it was included in the lot, and it was really cheap. So I don't know, I haven't tested it out, I don't know if it works, I don't know, I really don't know anything about it, honest to God. And I probably won't keep this, so if you guys are, you know, interested in it, if you want to make a trade or something like that, definitely let me know. I really don't have any interest in keeping it. But anyway, there's this. It's really dirty. I just need to clean it up and test it and everything. A couple of controllers, a couple of joysticks, and then there's a whole bunch of games here. And like I said, I don't know if these are anything good or not, just because I never played them. But there's Space Attack, Bowling, Pac-Man, Video Pinball, Stellar Attack, Berserk, Football, Ice Hockey, Armor Ambush, Warlords, Galaxian, Jungle Hunt, Space War, Crystal Castles, that looks interesting, and then MASH, I guess from the TV show. So there's all the Atari stuff. Okay, so this next box here, a couple systems, a bunch of games. So first up, I have yet another Sony PlayStation. I'm just adding to the never-ending stack of these, and I have yet another one later to show you guys. But anyway, so there's that, and the PlayStation, it came with a pretty good stack of games. Now, keep in mind, most of these games, they're nothing special really at all, and they're all in horrible condition. Like, every single one of the games I got, minus maybe the Sega Genesis games, are in horrible shape. Like, I don't know if they just didn't take care of them, or if they just got really jacked up in the storage process. But a lot of these, I don't even know if they're going to work right, but, you know, a lot of them I didn't have, so I guess I was happy to get them regardless. So a couple loose discs here. There's Rugrats Paris the movie. And this one I was actually really happy to get. It's Doom for the PlayStation, and it came with the manual, and then the back part of the case, it's just really jacked up, so I just need to replace it. So there's those. Let's see, Kiss Pinball, no manual. You Don't Know Jack, CD number 2. I don't know where the first one is. Oddworld Abe's Exodus. There is the front cover for You Don't Know Jack. Like I said, this stuff was just really tore up. It's just kind of all over the place. Here is the manual for Doom, but I don't know where the rest of it is. Spyro the Dragon. And again, well, okay, there's the back part of Doom there. I don't know what that is. I don't know what that is. Spyro Year of the Dragon. I will say I'm pretty happy that there were several Spyro games in this lot, and they're actually in pretty good shape. Those are actually some of the better taken care of ones. Atari, the Anniversary Edition Redux. Let's see. There's Spyro, so the manual just got separated from it. Army Men Air Attack. Obviously, there's no manual to it. Let's see. Okay, here's the case for the Rugrats game. So that's nice. I guess I have that. Army Men Sarge's Heroes. And then the last one here is Spyro Ripped Horse Rage. Unfortunately, there's no manual, but for the most part, it's pretty complete. So, all right. So next up here is a Sega Dreamcast, which he said that he had, and I was really excited about it because when he told me he had a Dreamcast, he said that he had a ton of games for it because he got it when it came out. He loved the system, and he said he had like 20 or so games for it. Unfortunately, he was only able to find like 5 or 6 of them, and he said that he thinks maybe his son just sold them all. So I was really bummed about that because I've got a pretty decent Dreamcast collection, but I'd love to add some more to the collection for sure. It's a system I'm really getting into the more I learn about it. So yeah, there was that. I had the cables, a couple controllers, a few loose games here. That's for the Sega CD. So first up here is Star Wars Episode 1 Jedi Power Battles. Next one is Pin Trilsalon. I'm not sure how you say that. I have no idea what that is. So next is Star Wars Demolition. And the last one here is Midway's Greatest Arcade Hits Volume 1. So, like I said, not really a great Dreamcast lot, but it's still nice to get this. And again, I've already got a Dreamcast system, so if any of you guys are looking to trade to get one of these, again, just let me know. Alright, so this last item here from the same guy, this is actually the part that I was most excited about, because he said that he wasn't sure, he said he couldn't remember if it was a Sega CD or a Sega Saturn, he just said it was a disc-based Sega system. So either way, I was going to be really happy with what he came back with. So anyway, here is a Model 2 Sega Genesis, I'm sorry, a Model 1 Sega Genesis, and a Sega CD. And I don't have one of these, so I was really, really happy to get this. I haven't tested it yet, so I don't know if it works. And judging by kind of looking at it, it's really, really dirty. It smells like cat piss really, really bad. Like, when I brought it home, we have two cats, two female cats, and they were all over this box. Like, I swear to God, they were going to start grinding on it and all kinds of nasty stuff. So, I'll have to test and see if it works. Even if it doesn't, I'm still happy to have it. And as I'll show you guys here in a little bit, I do have an item that'll definitely make up for it if it doesn't. But yeah, it's still really cool to have regardless. I'll clean it up and kind of see how it looks. So there's that. Alright, and now I'll show you guys the Sega CD games that it came with. Initially, I was really excited when he showed the pictures because he showed it from the side. So, from the side, you can't tell if the cases are complete or in good condition or not. I assume they were, but once I got them, like, almost none of them have the front part of it, let alone the manual. So a lot of these are in really rough shape, like I said. But anyway, there's one loose game here, and it's Bram Stoker's Dracula. So there's that. This one, I was really excited to get. I really wish it was complete. I would have been so happy if it was. But it's the Terminator, the original one. And I haven't played it, but when I saw the AVGN review of it, it looked really awesome. So I was really happy to get this, for sure. Next up is Dracula Unleashed, and for some reason he's got 2 copies of it. And from what I understand, this is like a click adventure kind of game, so I don't know if I'll ever play it, but it's still cool to have. This one, I was really happy to get. I really, again, wish it was complete in the box, but I'm just happy to have it regardless. But it's Batman Returns, which looks like a really fun game. Next up is Sewer Shark. I have no idea what that is. But it's yeah, it does sound weird, but it's cool to get. There's the Jurassic Park manual and the case, but there's no game for it, unfortunately. So, Star Wars Rebel Assault, no manual, but at least it's got the front part to it. And then the last one here, again, there's no game for it, but it's Thunderstrike, just the back part of it. So, I guess if I ever come across these games loose, I guess I'll be set. But it's kind of disappointing not having the majority of them. Alright, so the last thing I'll show you guys that I got from this guy, these are the Sega Genesis games that came with it. A lot of them I already had, but some of them I didn't, so it's always nice to add new games to the collection. But so, the loose carts I got here, this one I was actually pretty happy to get. I used to like it as a kid. It's Samurai Showdown. This one I just picked up a couple weeks ago, so it kind of sucks that I got it now, but Super Street Fighter 2. Toy Story, and Ariel the Little Mermaid. And then, of course, no Sega collection is complete without this. Sonic the Hedgehog. This I was actually pretty happy to get. It's kind of randomly thrown in there. This is a Sega Master System game, obviously, for Monopoly. So this is actually the very first Master System game I've ever had. I don't have a system to play it on, but it was still pretty cool to get, I thought. Star Trek The Next Generation Echoes from the Past. Echo the Dolphin, which I already have. This is the case for Galaxy Force 2, but it's not actually the game. This is Fight Through Time Tyrants. I have no idea what that is. These games are kind of cool. I'm a big fan of Tasmanian Devil, so Taz Escape from Mars. And then another one, Tasmania, which I used to love when I was a kid. This is another Genesis game. It's a must-own. Disney's Aladdin. Very, very fun. This is one of my all-time favorite games, and this is probably my favorite game for the Sega Genesis. I absolutely love it. And this is Action Extra, so if you guys want to make a trade for it, it's Shinobi 3 Return of the Ninja Master, and it is complete. It's in really good shape. And the last one here is a Sega Classic version of Golden Axe. So as you guys saw, there's a lot of stuff there. It's not in the greatest condition, and again, like I said, there's nothing really spectacular in the lot, but it was still a really great deal, some cool stuff that I didn't have, and the guy gave me a fantastic deal on it. I actually only paid 40 bucks for all that stuff, so you really can't beat that. I can't complain too much about it. It's going to take a lot of work to clean it up, and I don't know if the half of it's going to work. But, you know, for 40 bucks, I thought it was a pretty good gamble, so we'll kind of see how it goes, and I'll let you guys know if it worked out or not in the end. Okay, so moving on to the next lot. As you guys may remember, a few weeks ago, I bought a really large lot of stuff from a guy named Corey. It was a whole bunch of stuff. There was, like, Super Nintendo stuff, Nintendo, a whole bunch of Sega stuff, you know, like a Sega Genesis, a whole bunch of games, Dreamcast, a whole bunch of games. He gave me a fantastic deal on that whole lot. And I assumed that was all he had, but as I talked about a week or two ago, you know, he contacted me, said he had some more stuff that he found in the process of moving. So, you know, we worked out a deal. He sent me a picture of everything, and I got another really fantastic lot of stuff here. So I'm very excited to show you guys this stuff because almost every one of these items I have here I didn't own in the past. And again, he gave me a really great deal. He's a really great guy. So without further ado, I'll show you what I got. So first up here is a Sega 32X. This is really cool. I never plan on getting one of these. I know it's a really crappy add-on, but it's still really cool to have. I can make my Sega Genesis look like it's basically got like a conjoined deformed twin on it. But no, it's really cool to have. Unfortunately, there's only one game in the lot for this system, but it's still really cool to have nonetheless. Okay, so with that being said, I'll show you the 132X game that I do have, and then the Sega Genesis games that he was in the lot. So the 32X game that he threw in, I was really happy to get. A huge fan of the series. It's Doom. And then the rest of these Sega Genesis games, he's got some really great ones in here, and it looks like he actually threw some extra ones in that I didn't know about. So, Corey, if you're watching this, thank you again, man. That's really awesome. But anyway, there's the Genesis 6-pack. Sonic 3D Blast. Let's see, just X-Men. I don't know what this is. I've never heard of this. It looks like it's called Zoom. It looks really, really weird. Sonic Spinball. Comic Zone, which I was actually pretty happy to get. I used to like this game as a kid. Sonic the Hedgehog 2, of course. This one, oh my god, I was really, really happy to get this. He is obviously a huge Castlevania fan, just like I am, so there was actually quite a few Castlevania games in the slot. This is one that I was really excited to get. I wish it was complete in the box, obviously, but I'm really happy to get it regardless. But it's Castlevania Bloodlines, and I'm definitely going to play this weekend. It looks like a lot of fun. I'm really happy to get that. Next up is another game I'm really excited to get, Battletoads. Let's see, Ren and Stimpy's Inventions. A Game Genie, which is really cool to have. Looks like Spider-Man Separation Anxiety. I've never heard of this, so I know absolutely nothing about it. It looks really cool, though. And the last Genesis game here is Sonic and Knuckles. Okay, so next up, I'll show you guys some more Sega-related products here. These are Sega CD games. So first up is Sherlock Holmes Consulting Detective. I don't know, I know nothing about it. I'm sure it's a point-and-click game. Sega Classics. Another Sega Classics game. Looks like he's got several of them here. This one, another Sega Classics. It's got Streets of Rage, Revenge of Shinobi, Columns, Golden Axe, and Super Monaco GP. So those are kind of cool to have. And these are the manuals for them, I guess, the books. This one is The Amazing Spider-Man, The Kingpin. Next up, this is a game I'm really happy to get. I hear it's a fantastic game. It's Sonic CD. And the last one here, I was really happy that it's complete and really good shape, is NBA Jam. Alright, another item here is a Super Nintendo Mini, it's a miniature version. This thing is really cool, and I've actually already got one. It was just really cool to get one of these thrown into the lot. There's no cables or controllers he didn't have, so it was just a system. But once again, if any of you guys have any interest in this, if you want to trade for it, definitely let me know. I'll happily trade this off. All right, next up is something I've been wanting for a while. It's a Sony PSP Go, and this system, I could go on about this for a while. I don't know what the hell Sony was thinking. You know, as you guys know, with the original PSP, it utilized the UMD discs. And I mean, I love this system. It's very sleek. It's really cool. You know, it's really portable and everything like that. But why they used such a goofy system like the UMD discs and then completely did away with it, I don't know. I just don't know what they're thinking, because basically, you know, for people like me, I shelled out a ton of money on PSP games, and then, you know, if I went to upgrade to something like this, there's no way to play that. You basically have to go rebuy all the games, download them onto this, and that's just how it was. I mean, you don't get a discount or anything. So, I don't know. It's a really cool system. I'm really glad to have it. The best thing I can say is you just hack it and, you know, have emulators and all your games on here. But I'm kind of blabbering on. It's really cool to have. Alright, so next up is, this is a really cool game. I know, again, nothing about it, but it looked really neat. It's the only reason I picked it up. But it's Mark Echo's Getting Up Contents Under Pressure. It's like a collector's edition, and it's really, really big. Yeah, I don't know anything about it. I don't know what kind of game it is, but I think I just figured, you know, kind of said, what the hell. And then this is a game I just actually picked up last week, but this one's complete in box, so I was really happy to get it. Star Fox Assault. Got Super Mario Land on the Game Boy. Picked up a Super Game Boy with Yoshi's Cookie in there. Now, the rest of these games, again, I was really, really happy to get these. As I said, I'm a huge Castlevania fan. This one I've been wanting for such a long time, since I started collecting games. Super Castlevania 4. I'm so very glad to finally own this and add it to the collection. You guys have no idea. This one, again, this is a really nice surprise that it was in there. Very, very awesome that it's complete. But it's Castlevania Circle of the Moon. It's in fantastic shape. I mean, it's got no wear on it whatsoever. So really cool to have. It's even got the little plastic part that goes around the game. And same thing with this one. This is the Castlevania 64 game. And I know this game is really god-awful, but it's just really awesome to have it complete in box. And as you can see, I mean, it's just perfect. There's not one thing wrong with it. So, again, very, very happy to get those. Alright guys, so getting down to the last few things here in this lot. Just a couple more Nintendo games that he found that I didn't get in his original lot. And really nothing spectacular, but there's Tetris, Dr. Mario, and Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles 2, the arcade game. That's a classic game. And I also got a pretty good stack of Xbox games here. This one I was pretty happy to get. It's a game series I used to love playing as a kid back in the day. But it's Toe Jam and Earl 3, Mission to Earth. Another game I was really happy to get, Panzer Dragoon Orta. Mobile Light Force 2, this is the only PS2 game in this little stack here. I don't know anything about it, but he seems to really like it because he has it on this, and he's also got a digital copy for the PSP, so it must not be too bad, but holy crap. Anyway, Enter the Matrix, awesome game. Well, I don't know if it holds up, but it was awesome back in the day. Indigo Prophecy. Looks really interesting. Another Castlevania game I was really happy to get. Castlevania Curse of Darkness. Serious Sam 2. Burnout Revenge. Another pretty uncommon game I was happy to get, or it's pretty pricey anyway. The Warriors. And the last one here is Jade Empire. Alright, so I wanted to save this for last. You know, I usually try not to be like that, you know, save the best for last. But this thing, it's so freaking awesome. I'm so glad to finally have gotten one of these. Oh, I'm just so happy to get it. I hope to God it works. He said it does, and I'm sure he's right on that. He's a very honest guy. But anyway, this is something I've been wanting, you know, for many years, especially here since I started collecting. But anyway, I finally got one of these. It's a Genesis CDX, and if you guys don't know anything about it, basically you can play Sega CD games on there and Sega Genesis games. It's just really handy. It's really small, so it's really compact. It's just a really cool system. I mean, this thing is not cheap. If you can get it for under a couple $100s, I'd say you got a pretty good deal. And he threw me a fantastic deal on this. And, you know, he threw in like 4 controllers, all the cables came with it and everything. It's in really great shape, so I'm pretty certain it's going to work just fine. So yeah, this whole lot that he sold me, he initially, you know, we kind of went back and forth for a little bit. He was very reasonable. You know, I don't have a whole lot of money to throw around, especially with all the stuff that I bought. So we eventually worked it out to about $380, which I thought was really fair. You know, I wasn't trying to screw him over, and I was trying to be, you know, fair for both of us. So I'm just so very glad this worked out. I'm so happy with all the stuff. There's just a ton of stuff in here that I cannot wait to put up on display, that I can't wait to play and everything. So again, Corey, if you're watching this, thank you so much, dude. You really hooked me up. I really appreciate it. Thank you so much. Alright guys, so that's everything that I got here in the last week. Like I said, there was a ton of stuff, so that was all that. Alright guys, so once again, I knew this was going to happen, but this is turning out to be a super long video. I really don't want to make like a 45-minute video. So I'm going to go ahead and stop this now. You know, let you guys get through this and everything like that. Get this posted today, and again, I'll get the second part posted tomorrow. That way you guys can finish up and see everything else that I got. So thank you guys for getting through this. I really appreciate it as always, and stay tuned tomorrow for the next one. I'll get that posted, and love to hear what you guys have to say about it. Thank you.